Hey guys, Mr. Dalek JD here and welcome back to another storyline video. Today we're going to be touching a little bit on Nuketown zombies because so far the videos have been focused on transit, but there's actually a fair amount of Nuketown stuff to get through. Now of course when you start up the map you hear a series of radios as the rounds go on and on and on, and when you get to round 25 you notice that the zombies' eyes change from Samantha's yellowy red to Richtofen's blue. And I'm sure it's pretty self-explanatory how that occurs, but there's actually a little bit more to this map. Now the first thing I want to get out of the way is the mushroom cloud in the sky is literally, just because this is Nuketown from Black Ops 1, at the end of every game on Nuketown it would blow up essentially, and that mushroom cloud is literally just from the blown up nuke. But anyway, I'm going to go through some of the Richtofen radios that you can hear throughout each of the rounds, and then I'm going to go explain a little bit about what's going on for those that haven't really played Black Ops 1 Zombies. Upon request I've even included subtitles, so I hope you guys do enjoy this. If you do, be sure to give this a like rating. I really enjoy your support. Anyway, let's get to this.
I knew I should have invented an egg-moving robot. Stupid Maxis. This is rules. With his stupid accent.
So in relation to that quote, when you were doing the Easter egg steps on Moon, one of the steps involved moving an egg towards the MPD, which was essentially a pyramid that Samantha Maxis was trapped in, and Richtofen needed that open in order to release Samantha and to gain control of the zombies. So in that, there was a quote that was actually said during this step in Moon, where someone goes, "Oh, I wish that they invented an egg-moving robot." So that's essentially what he's talking about. The process is taking time, it's slow, he wants to get this done as soon as he can, basically.
Login. Teddy. Password is a liar. I'm not, but that's why no one would guess it.
So at first you're probably thinking, what the hell does that quote even mean? Well, again, if we go back to Black Ops 1 with Moon, during the Easter egg, you have to charge up the Vril generator, and that involves putting it into a slot next to this computer which Richtofen has to log into. And again, all these radios are set during Moon's Easter egg, like as it's going on. So that's exactly what Richtofen is doing in Moon currently. He's trying to log in to the computer to try and charge it up, which he does in Moon. And of course Maxis tries to interfere by hacking into the computer. He senses Richtofen's hacking in, and he asks, like, "What are you doing? Stop," and everything. Of course Richtofen's crazy at this point in time. He's not listening to him whatsoever. But let's go on.
Hello, Samantha. You little brat. The time is coming. Soon. So soon.
In regards to the storyline, Dr. Maxis has a daughter called Samantha Maxis, and Samantha has been in control of the zombies the entire time. This part is again part of the Moon Easter egg, and it's when you actually open the MTD and show Samantha for the first time in actual human bodily form. You can see her, and as soon as you open that, you get an achievement called the Cryogenic Slumber Party, which is, of course, Samantha's been in a cryogenic sleep while she's been in ether controlling the zombies. We open up the MTD, we see her, and we get given death machines, and Richtofen of course quotes saying, "Hello Samantha, you little brat, your time is coming, soon, so soon," because what he's going to do next is going to completely screw her over.
Oh, this is going to be so much fun. Finally we can confront this little beast. Quickly, power up the machine.
This quote pretty much sums up what happens exactly after the last quote. Now in Moon, in this part of the Easter egg, you were required to fill up these 4 jars full of zombie souls, so you'd had to kill zombies close to each of these 4 jars. Now whenever Samantha in previous games would say "fetch me their souls" when there's a dog round, the dogs are actually trying to get hold of your soul, and when they're saying "fetch me their souls," that's kind of how it links all in. But anyway, in this part of the Easter egg, anyway, Richtofen requires those jars to be filled so he can become the ruler of the zombies, the omnipotent being, the person that actually controls them, and he's actually very close to getting that. This quote literally continues right on from the last. Richtofen has become the almighty, omnipotent being. He is now the controller of the zombies. He switches souls with Samantha, so Samantha is in Richtofen's body, and Richtofen is in Samantha's body in ether, controlling the zombies, and he's overwhelmed with the power. It's literally eating him, you know, because he's literally almost screaming, explaining the power. Then he's going on to explain that he can control us all. He will destroy us all, but not before we continue the game, which is leading on to Black Ops 2, because during the Easter egg, from that point onwards, Richtofen never speaks about the storyline. It's all Max is driven from there, where he tries to stop Richtofen's plans by blowing up the Earth with a series of rockets containing Element 115. And Maxis isn't too sure of those coordinates, and we now know from Black Ops 2, if you watch my previous video, that the coordinates weren't correct, and it was what occurred cannot be undone, and he didn't expect or want that to happen, and he has a plan B, which I don't think he's really kicked into effect. But anyway, now we're going to go a little bit into Marlton, because Marlton's important with this map as well, surprisingly. So Marlton is the crazy scientist who we believe is either a professor, a scientist, or an engineer. Now, there is a bunker on this map in the opposite garden that you're watching in this video right now, and if you knife it at the start of every round, you'll hear a different quote, and these are all from Marlton. Now, none of these quotes are very important, but it is important why he's there. So I'm going to play you all the quotes now, because normally they're very, very hard to hear in game because they're so quiet and muffled. So let's take a look.
The cyclonic forces contained herein shall make me unstoppable. What an interminable wait. Just because one is different is not a valid excuse to simply banish him. Execute them before they overwhelm us! Grow a pair of eyes already! There are zombies on the damn roof! Visibility here is near zero. What is the point? The air is thick with the sounds of carnivorous beasts. I cannot believe this is the best route to where we are going. They asked me to leave? I was the one reporting the disgusting behavior. Makes no sense.
So all these quotes you just heard them were from Marlton, and most of them were like quotes from Transit itself and just him talking to himself in the bunker. He's also talking to some other people as well, like one or two quotes, but you never actually hear any of the other people he's talking to, just himself. Now, it's kind of important because during this map, if you play it, you will hear the Transit bus horn, and what I believe is that during this map, Marlton gets on the bus, there's some gates in the middle of the map. You never actually see anything come through the gates or go out the gates, but there's a slight little kind of gap in the fence where you can see something that can pass through. And I believe that the transit bus has driven in and picked them up. Not sure the storyline in terms of the other characters and how they all meet together for a green run, but we'll just have to see. But yeah, that's my little rundown of Nuketown Zombies. I hope you guys did enjoy this kind of little brief roundup of the storyline for Nuketown Zombies. Another thing I need to point out as well is why they've actually chosen Nuketown as an area. Now, why I believe that this place was targeted as one of the areas for the rockets to hit is that this place contains a lot of Element 115, and of course if the rockets hit that, it would have spread this out and it would have caused a lot more zombies to be created essentially. So Dr. Maxis was thinking ahead and was trying to change the coordinates of the rockets so that it wouldn't hit here, but what's happened is it did. Hope you guys enjoyed this anyway. Be sure to give it a like rating. Let's go for 2,000 ratings. I'm sure we can hit that milestone pretty easily. You guys have been absolutely tearing apart the ratings so far on my videos, and I can't be more thankful. Do let me know what your thoughts are on Nuketown Zombies, if you enjoy it, if you want to see some gameplay, more stuff from it, just whatever comments you guys want to give me, just make sure you leave it down below. And if you haven't already, do subscribe, as I'll be bringing you guys more videos similar to this regarding the storyline of Black Ops 2 Zombies, as well as high round tutorials, tips, and any new information on DLC. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you soon.